Hello everybody and welcome back to Preprod. This is Howrse's test server where we get to test upcoming new features, updates, or events. Also, just keep in mind, I've stated this before in past Preprod videos, it's not guaranteed that what we see on Preprod will come to the live version. It's not often that happens, especially when it comes to updates or fixes. With the update I'm going to talk about today, I don't see where it would be an issue because I think it's actually a fix rather than like an actual update an update for anything. Anyway, what is this update? Well, if you own the Bucephalus Divine, if you're a VIP, you do have to be a VIP in order to have this perk, but if you own the Bucephalus Legendary, I should say, he's not actually a Divine, you get bulk horse registration in equestrian centers. And what this just means is that you can board multiple horses at once. You don't have to go through and board them individually. So for those of you that don't have him, how this works, let me just show this to you real quick. So I don't think any of these horses are boarded in here. No. So I'm just going to select, I don't know if that one's old enough. So we're going to select just these 4 horses right in here. I'm going to click the actions drop down. We're going to scroll all the way to the bottom. I don't know. I don't think you can see that. Let me do this. Okay, there we go. So I get the board at equestrian center option. Remember, you have to be a VIP and own the Bucephalus Legendary. And then you can just click any of these options. If I click this 10-day option right here, boom, all 3 of those horses are boarded. Now, the drawback with Bucephalus's perk is that ever since he was released, for some reason, it did not work with boarding at your own equestrian center. It didn't matter if you used the clicked more criteria, selected yourself as the owner, because when you displayed equestrian centers, it would say there are no ECs available. Didn't matter if you had boxes available, that boxes reserved tab will not show. However, with this update or fix, it's now possible to mass board horses at your own equestrian center. I think this is one of the best updates we've had in a long time. And honestly, this may not sound like a big deal to some people, but for me, I am just so excited about this because I've wanted Bucephalus for a long time anyway, kind of back when I started mass training a lot of horses, which I did do. This whole training trophies tab farm here. These are just a bunch of horses. My trophies, like the ones that I just keep for the trophies, I'm training these up to help improve my general ranking. And I started this back up again once I got Bucephalus last month because last month I finally completed my tack set and I transformed one of my horses into Bucephalus. So I can mass board horses now. And because of that, it makes it just a lot easier with these because I can keep them on the schedule. I board them in a forest DC for 10 days, then do my forest rides. Then when they're done, I can board a bunch of them in mountain training. Don't have any in here at the moment, but anyway. And what I really wanted this was for my divine farm because I have 80 divines total, something like that I board in my own equestrian center. This whole farm here are divines that I work every day to make sure that I'm keeping up with their perk because they give me different items or they give me passes. I mean, there's like 44 divines in here. They're not all on the same boarding schedule, so it's not like all 44 of them have their board expired on a single day, but there's usually at least 5 or more, and then I have to go through and board them individually. And even though I got Bucephalus last month because of that drawback of his perk, I still couldn't mass board these horses in my EC, but now we can do that. So if we go back here, like I said, I do have reserved boxes for me. For some reason, that tab still does not actually show up. I don't really care. So in order to mass board horses at your own EC, click more criteria, click yourself as the director, and no longer will it show there are no ECs available. Click display equestrian center and looky there. I have my boxes showing and I can now board all of these horses at once. So click them. I don't really care. This is just the test server. I don't have to, doesn't matter where I actually board them. And there we go. They're boarded. I think it was these horses right here. So we can mass board horses now. This is at our own EC. This is just amazing. I love this. It's so nice. I wish I had had him back when I worked pass horses because I was working a lot of horses and that really would have come in handy, but this will still come in handy with my divine horses boarding in my own EC. I am legit very excited about this. I think this is like a really great update. It's such a quality of life thing, and it makes sense. Like, it was very unfortunate that for some reason his perk just did not work with your own equestrian center, but now it does, and hopefully this, is working correctly now, and we should see this feature on the live version. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope I'm not the only one who's just like going bananas, but in a good way, over this update, because I'm just really excited about this. So please tell me you're excited too, and I'm not just like overreacting about this. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.